Welcome back to Never Famous. Please make sure to hit the like, comment, and subscribe. Following up on this Dr. Umar clip from the conversation from a couple of days ago, where this is the one with him and Eminem.
He followed up on Eminem's,
Yeah, he's following up on Eminem.
So
On
he
his
did a
comments.
live, pretty much explaining his point about what he said about Eminem and not a white person not being able to be the best at something African, to use his words exactly. I'm not gonna watch a whole live. It was like half an hour, but I think in 2 to 3 minutes we'll get the gist of it, and we should be able to get something out of it.
The reason I'm going live tonight is I want to address the Neanderthal nation. I'm going live tonight. I want to address the Neanderthal nation. Oh, yes, I do. I want to talk black to the Caucasians who have been stalking me for the past 48 hours. I want to talk to the Neanderthal nation tonight, the Caucasian community. You have been cyber stalking me for 48 hours, and I don't mind. I don't mind. You can continue to do it as long as you want, because I don't care if the opinion.
I don't think I'm not gonna use the word he used, but I don't think it's all white people. I think that Eminem's fan base, kind of how we referenced in the last video, is such a strong fan base, like a Nicki Minaj fan base, a Beyonce, a Taylor Swift. Like he has stans. Like he literally has a song called Stan. If I'm not mistaken, he might be the rapper that popularized that word of like that type of fan.
I'm gonna be honest. Most of the people I've seen reacting to this are not white. Period. Most of the people I've seen reacting to your clip and calling you out on the bullshit that you're spilling right now are not white.
Reacting and the word, I forgot the exact word that he used, that he said like that have been harassing. He didn't say harassing, but that have been on him for the past 48 hours, like really attacking him. I think are those Stan fans that I'm just gonna go on a limb and say it's like 60-40 white people. Like I think it's like mainly white people.
Maybe, but even then, like you want to keep in mind, like right now, if I was to flip the roles, and if any, like, if we just flip the races and say the exact same sentence you're saying, we will be calling this out like crazy and not acceptable.
But I mean, double standards exist in everything, though.
Yeah, but this ain't like, this is not a double standard. To me, this is just straight up, yo, you're talking about in a different race. You're trying to be extremely derogatory by using these kinds of terms, and you do seem to have a superiority complex right now that you do believe that one race is better than the other. And if we were to flip it right now, we wouldn't be accepting it whatsoever. Or you have internalized in some way, you really believe that white people are either bigger or better than you, or that you're bigger or better than white people. Which either way you put it, I think is wrong.
Of every Caucasian is to the contrary. I say what I mean to say, and I stand on everything I say 10 toes down. But let me say this to the Caucasian community. Let me say this to the Caucasian community. When I look at your anger, when I look at your rage, when I look at the responses from America's Caucasian community over this issue of Eminem being the GOAT of hip hop. And let me say this, I have nothing personal against Eminem. My comments on the Joe Budden podcast had nothing.
I would say you have something against his race. Just based on your comments that he's not able to participate in something based on his race tells me that you do have something against him due to the fact that he has a different color skin than you do. And if the roles were reversed and Eminem was saying what you're saying about you, we would be going in on Eminem. I'm just saying.
To do with Mr. Marshall Mathers personally. And I want Mr. Marshall Mathers to understand that Dr. Umar Ifatunde harbors no personal ill will towards you. This is not personal. This is business. This is not personal. This is business.
Okay, so are you acknowledging that race is your business? Huh?
It's not.
Is race
personal,
baiting your business? Because his issues with Eminem is not based on skills or talent. It's purely based on his race.
I mean, I get. I don't. I would like him to further describe what he means by it's not business. Like it's not
Maybe no, but that's what I'm
personal. It's
saying.
business. Like what business? What do you mean by
Is he
business?
acknowledging that he be race baiting?
It do got him trending though. Dr. Umar name been a little light out in the streets for a couple months. They haven't really been talking about it. The last time they was mentioning him was him meeting up with Sukiana. So you know,
Eminem, I want you to hear me, young man. This is not personal. This is business. You are a talented musician, lyricist, producer. You seem like you are an okay guy. You've never done nothing to me, and you've never done anything that I personally witnessed to be worthy of condemnation. So my comments are not personal. They apply to any non-African.
There you go. So to me, you're literally saying the only thing you have that is wrong is your race. And I'm like, why don't we calling this shit out? Like, this is not cool to be saying it. Should not be acceptable in any direction. Because if we flip the roles, everybody will be going crazy. And you're literally telling me everything else that's other than his skin color is acceptable to you. But the only thing that revolts you about the statement that he could potentially be one of the best in this art form is the fact that his skin color doesn't match yours.
or I guess not. I don't think it's necessarily that, but just the fact that that is rooted in that like hip hop started in like in like a black community or like black people started hip hop. Well,
Correct. So
black
the
and
only wrong,
Hispanic people, I
so
guess.
the only thing that everything else he got is right except his skin color.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't. My mind doesn't process the way that his does, so I can't even try to put logic
But even
into
just,
this.
I'm listening to his logic, and the only thing, because he's saying he's a great lyricist, great producer, everything else he has going. The only thing he doesn't have going is the race.
Well, and like he said in the first video was that he wasn't helping any people of color.
Nah, you capping. You trying to find a way into it. And we cannot say that he's not helping people of color because we all know one, how many people Eminem has helped in the music industry, the stuff he does outside of music. Now the only difference is that Eminem seems to be the kind of person that he'll help and he doesn't try to get clout out of the help he's giving, like many other people do.
But yeah, because I don't think that even a lot of times when we see when rappers do positive things, it's not really like pushed to the forefront. Or when it is, it's like I don't see people reposting it or people talking about it. When you see Lil Durk and Young Boy beefing, it's all over the socials and stuff. But then you see one of them buy a school or donate some money or do something for the hood, that stuff doesn't get posted. So
I
or
don't
it
know.
doesn't trend.
I don't think it's that, but all right.
This is about business, the business of protecting the integrity of African culture. I said my comments on the Joe Budden podcast was about business, not personal. The business of protecting the sacredness, authenticity, and integrity of African culture. I said that no non-African can ever be the best of anything in African culture. You can't be the best cook of African food. You can't be the best rapper of African hip hop. You can't be the best singer. You can't be the best priest of African culture. Nothing we create can a non-African be the best at. First of all, it makes absolutely no sense at all. I don't even see how an African can come to the conclusion that a non-African can be the best at anything when we are the oldest people. We are the first people, and we are the most numerous people. So when you say a non-African is better at X, Y, and Z than a member of the race, you're saying that this person can do this better than 2 billion Africans. Or you're saying not only.
So right now, yeah, I'm not even gonna listen to more of this shit. It's a lot of the same bullshit. This is all race baiting. It's all based on race, and that if there would have been any merit based on skills or talent, I would have given it to him. But I think his arguments and the way he's positioning it is all saying somebody who's outside of this race cannot be good at something solely based on their race. And if we were to put the shoe on the other foot, everything that he is saying we will be completely against. And especially with hip hop and how big it is and what's made it big is the fact that more than just black people listen to it, especially in the market of America. where we are a minority, a very tiny minority, if you think about it, because other races have embraced it and have chosen to participate with their dollars into what is hip hop. That's why one of the reasons why it's become so huge. So I think make it truly about basically kind of like, yeah, we can take your money, but we cannot let somebody from outside of it participate or name them as good at. And if we could pick any other topic, any other sport, you can pick anything else. If it's solely based on race, then you're telling me that black people shouldn't be good at other stuff just because a white person made it? Nah, I don't. I can't rock with it. There's no way I will ever agree with something like that.
We appreciate you guys for tuning in to another reaction. This has been Never Famous. I'm Audi. To my left is Ro. Please hit the like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know how you guys feel about this whole Dr. Umar situation that has been going on. We appreciate all of you guys' interactions and comments. We're going to try to get back to as many people as we can. And please try to keep it in good conversations. We love when you guys give us your great points of views, your great conversations. We really appreciate that. We're trying to build a great community here. So please make sure to drop a comment, subscribe, and like. This has been Never Famous.